Barbie's age is a f***ing enigma. So a few years ago, I rewatched a beloved show from my childhood, Barbie's Life in the Dream House. But during that rewatch, I noticed something weird about one episode in particular. But now that I have a YouTube channel, I can exploit that for content. In the episode Gifts, Goofs Galore, the running gag is what is Barbie's age? But I believe that this episode gives us just enough to be able to determine that number. First, we have to even figure out how far they can age. Now, you may say they're human. They can age to 100 and, like, a little bit beyond, right? And to that I say, wrong! The Barbie species is much more akin to the Barbie dolls than actually humans. But we also know that they can die. In the episode Closet Princess, one of her friends, Teresa, says that she is
and starving.
Starving means that they can die. So how far can they age? In Gifts, Goofs Galore, Barbie receives a yogurt maker as one of her gifts. She has a closet full of 19 of them, but then adds the one that she got to her collection, stating that she now...
And now I've got a lifetime supply.
19 yogurt makers isn't a lifetime supply, but 20 is. So, how long do yogurt makers last? This is shockingly an incredibly hard question to answer. I couldn't find anywhere on the internet what the average life of a yogurt maker was. So what I did was I averaged a bunch of other appliances' average lifespans together, and then just used that number. Look, if you think this method is stupid, it is. I don't know how else to do this. And the number we got was 13. So 13 times 20 gets us 260, which is well over what humans can live. And since 260 is a lifetime supply, we can thus logically assume that 260 is the cap for the Barbie species. Now that we know how far they can age, let's begin! Let me preface this one by saying I didn't rewatch the entire series for this video. It's fairly long and school started back up. I don't have the time for it. But I will try my best. In the episode Closet Princess, we see 5 careers. Those seem to be nurse, astronaut, pilot, dentist, and I can't seem to make out what the last one is. Now, you may be confused as to why I called this one pilot and not flight attendant. Well, that's because in the episode Closet Clothes Out, we actually hear from Barbie what outfit the flight attendant is, and it's not that one.
Oh, my flight attendant uniform!
So I'm just gonna call this one Pilot Barbie because it looks the most similar. Then, in Gifts, Goofs Galore, Nikki says
No, she was a doctor.
if we add the minimum amount of time it takes to get those careers, plus the base 18 you need to be to begin studying, we get 42 years and 9 months old. But wait, there's another thing. In Closet Clothes Out, Barbie says that the flight attendant was
That was my 32nd favorite career.
which means that there's 26 that are going unaccounted for. So I'm just gonna count each missing career as 1 year. So if we add 26 and our previous total of 42, we get 68 years and 9 months old. Ryan is a recurring character on the show, and in Gifts, Goofs Galore, he gives Barbie a cardboard cutout of himself. Then Barbie says,
You give me one every birthday.
in this image, I was able to count 32, but we can clearly see that the room's bigger than all of them. And if we do some quick math, we can find that it's 11 Ryans wide, 5 Ryans deep, which gets us 55 Ryans. And since we see that the room is clearly packed, I'm going to say it's 55. But wait, there's more! This is of Ryan's adult body, which means we need to figure out when the Barbie species stops growing. And I'm going to make an educated guess and say that this number is 18. My reason for believing this is because Skipper, who is Barbie's little sister, is a teenager. And according to the Barbie wiki, she's about 14 to 17 in this show. So saying 18 is a logical place to stop. So going back to the Ryan method, we get 55 plus 18, which gives us 73. Wait, that can't be it, right? Well, in Closet Princess, she says her and Ken have been together for 43 years, but that doesn't give us a clean starting line, so we can't really do anything with it. So, yeah, I guess I just gotta leave. But what if I told you none of this mattered? Take a look at this.
News, guys. The buyer wanted everything in its original packaging.
Whoops.
Did you hear that? They very clearly stated that the things that are sealing Barbie's career outfits aren't something that Barbie put on them. They're the original packaging. Do you see where I'm going with this? Barbie is a criminal! That's right. I believe Barbie did not do the work for a single one of those careers and instead impersonated all of them. But how could I prove this? As I already stated, the career outfits just can't be put back in the box in perfect condition. But is there a way I can confirm that? Why, yes, there is. If we go back to the clip I showed earlier, Barbie says whoops in response, meaning she can't just put them back in the box. And if we go back to the yogurt maker thing from earlier in the video, we know that Barbie is prone to hoarding. Barbie doesn't even use a yogurt maker, doesn't need one. She has 20 of them, but we never see her using one. This shows that she hoards stuff she doesn't even need. So tell me why, in every single closet episode, we only see career outfits in their original boxes. So I ask, why would someone so prone to hoarding, like Barbie, throw away career outfits? She has to be doing it intentionally. This can't be an accident. So she's throwing them away because if law enforcement comes around, they'd find zero evidence on the premise of her ever working the job. They'd just find the original boxes that just had the outfits in them. And she'd keep them around to remind herself of her fun times masquerading as careers like nurse and dentist, which if you lie being about, you can go to jail. And this ties into the age thing from earlier. See, I didn't just abandon that for some cheap joke. This is why Barbie keeps her age so darn ambiguous. Why would she keep her age private to herself? Private from her partner of 42 years. This is why. So no one could do the math, and no one in her personal life could figure out that it was physically impossible for her to do all that work. That's why only at the end of Gifts Goofs Galore does she tell anyone her age. Again, Ken doesn't even know. Ken! Her boyfriend of 43 or 2 years, I don't remember right now. She does this because now she's spent so much time with everyone that she now knows that for a matter of a fact, they would not snitch on her. But there was one character, one, that she forgot. Us, the audience. So, Barbie, I'll see you in court. Thank you all so much for watching. This definitely was a weirder one of mine. If you enjoyed the video, maybe a little subscription my way, maybe. But besides that, thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have a great rest of your day.